Hello, really beloved. Welcome to this reading. I was constantly getting these two words, stag and Venus, and I have also been getting the word universe, which is already present in the background of this beautiful card. So I just wanted to get down and receive a couple of guidances, messages that wish to come across for you, whoever is watching this right now. There are certain messages that wish to come across for you from spirit, from the universe, from your guides, and I also received the word blatant truths. Okay, so there is something which is going to be revealed extremely clearly, extremely unhinged truths being unfolded. This may be truths about yourself, the way you extend yourself or express yourself in personal relationships or in love connections. These also may be truths connected to your partner or the kind of partners that you attract in your life, because I'm also getting the 7th house, right? So Venus is the ruler of the zodiac Libra, and in Kalpurush Kundli, Libra is the 7th house. So it directly points towards partnerships. These may be business associations or romantic or long-term partnerships, right? So mostly I'm getting this is something to do with you, your love essence, the way you show up in romantic relationships, and something to do with the kind of partners that you attract. Alright, so let me just get down and receive the kind of words that need to come across for you at this point of time. I feel like you have been feeling like you have been on a circle, like a merry-go-round, round and round and round. I'm also seeing this icon on the Insta live. It's like a recycle kind of an icon, right? So it's like you have been on this roundabout journey and getting nowhere. You feel like you have spent all of this time on your journey understanding love, understanding connection, relationships, trying to be better as a person, trying to show up in a more responsible way for yourself and for your partner. But I feel like you have been missing something, and that has left you feeling like you have been on this ride, and this ride won't stop now. Page of Pentacles. It's going too slow. You feel like, okay, but when is it going to be my time? When is it going to be my time to receive love? When is it going to be my time to be heard, to be understood, to be seen, to be accepted, to be forgiven? When is it going to be my time to be pampered? Even, because let us understand what Venus is. Okay, this also is the number 4. Although Venus is the second planet, but here we have the number 4, which is showing up as stability, the number of laying down foundations, the number of creating something from a grounded presence, being rooted to the physical realm, right? Something which is actionable, something which is practical, something which is viable. Now, Venus energy in itself is very soft, romantic, understanding, loving, nourishing, enriching. Venus only knows how to give, right? So even Shukradev, he was blessed after a long time of tap. He was blessed and he received the Sanjeevani Vidya. And he received the Vidya because he held that intention that I am here to help others. I'm here to enrich others. I'm here to give others life. Love gives life. Right? So, you have been caught up in the cycle of giving, but it has always been from a place of lack, dear one. That itself might be the blatant truth which is getting revealed this new moon for you. Maybe you heard it somewhere else. Maybe you have come across certain post that talk about the same aspect, the same topic, but it is only now that you're truly and fully understanding the meaning of being able to receive in relationships. You might have had trouble in receiving love from parents, trouble in receiving love from siblings, trouble in receiving love from friends. Probably, for example, like I'm going to give you a very small example. Your friend calls you up and she tells you, hey, like I am sending this over to you, and you resist that. You don't like it. You don't like receiving that gift. Like, oh gosh, you feel burdened somehow. You feel like, okay, now if I am receiving something from her, I need to give it back. I need to give something back in return. Otherwise, I'm going to be seen a certain way. Otherwise, I'm going to be looked down upon. A million different things, right? So this whole idea of not being able to receive the love is what is being unraveled or unleashed, illuminated at this point of time for you. The ability to be able to open up to receive, receiving love unconditionally. You're preparing the container, and that is what your masculine is also helping you with. Stag spirit, stags represent divine masculine. It represents Shiv Tattva. Okay, so I also have 58. So 5th of August might be significant for you, or 8th of May may be significant, or the year 85 might be significant for you. So the stag spirit basically represents the divine masculine element, the essence of preparing the container to receive, willing to receive. This is the feminine, this is the masculine. And I also received the word universe. So how beautiful is that, the entire cosmic existence comes into being with the merge of these two. When masculine and feminine come together, that gives birth to entire existence as we know it, right? So everything comes to be through them. All right, what else is being revealed for you, dear one, right now through this new moon cycle? You might have had strong Cancer placements, dear one. You might have strong placements in the sign of Libra, in the sign of Pisces, in the sign of Capricorn as well, or Aquarius. I feel not so much, but I feel like there is a predominant play of Venus, Moon and Saturn that is playing out right now, and it is bringing forward some very hard truths, blatant truths, something that cannot be ignored, something that cannot be escaped from any longer. Like this is like an escape. I'm seeing this hand as an escape. Okay, so it's like it's coming forward for you to meditate upon. Also, I feel like this is a very important opportunity that you can take in your stride. This is a very important opportunity of self-reflection that might help you to look beyond the apparent. Divine Feminine Heals is saying, Didi, yaar, aap sab aise bol rahe ho. Truths. Yeah, so it's like it is that energy. See, also with the placements, with the celestial bodies in the sky right now, the way they are moving, it is bringing forward areas of your life where you have been holding yourself back, specifically with regards to emotional connection. Okay, so you are coming face to face. You are going to be facing areas of your life that are revealing where you have created self limitations when it comes to love, when it comes to partnership. Okay, so I'm also getting with the Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting like the first move. I love it how the light is also with, merging. Look how illuminated this is. Oh God. Yes, so there it is, like making the first move. You have an issue with that, it's like, why should I make the first move, or why should they make the first move? Something to do with first moves. Somewhere your ego might be tempted to take a back seat. So you might not be acting upon the impulse that you're receiving, the guidance from spirit that you are receiving so clearly, like it is so damn clear, but you are ignoring it. You are sort of like going back into that box, not willing to act upon impulse, not willing to act upon the higher divine guidance that you are receiving, right? And that itself is keeping you in that loophole, in that stuckness. I feel like the answer is already being served to you on a platter. The answer is already there in front of you. It's waiting for you to recognize. It's like, when are you going to look here, my dear? I'm also seeing 3 fingers, so it's like counting. Okay, time is also ticking by. So I don't want to put any pressure upon you, but this is a very important guidance coming with regards to your divine connection. Your masculine in spirit, they are waiting for you. I'm feeling fear as I say that. So there might be a fear of time passing by, or like, youth escaping or something like that. I don't know. There is some fear related to the essence of time, which might be from your masculine side. I also have the King of Cups. Look at this card, such a beautiful card. So again, I see a sun here shining, even through this storm. Look at this. Such beauty. Even through this storm warning, the sun is gladly shining, and it's a beautiful day at sea, right? So I feel like your masculine might be going through a rougher time than you are. During this new moon, you might be feeling the feels, you might be feeling the pain, you might be feeling the all of the sensations in your body as well. You might be feeling pain around your feet, pain around your head, tingles I'm getting, right? So if you are feeling all of this, I feel like that's a sign that it is your masculine who is going through this emotional upgrade in this new moon cycle, and they are finding their calm waters. They are coming to that. They know somewhere, I feel like this masculine already has come into that understanding that, okay, things do get better. Life has a way of getting better even if you don't do anything about it, right? So because the waves, they represent the sukh and the dukh of life that comes in, right? So the ups and downs, this masculine is aware at this point that, even though it might be very rough, it might be feeling very emotionally heavy right now for them to deal with this particular cycle, but somewhere their higher self is guiding them, and this masculine is very much in touch with their higher self. That's what I'm getting with the Venus card as well. I feel like this person is very much in touch with their heart, which means that you might be in your mind, dear feminine. That's what this Ace of Swords is about, right? You might be in your mind, you might be becoming more in touch, in tune with your practical side, but also as these clouds, as I see all of these clouds, I feel like there are a lot of thoughts, too many thoughts that are making the truth hazy. Too much thinking, too much overthinking, right? You need to clear the mind. Please designate a time in your entire day when you can meditate, when you can chant, when you can do your spiritual practice, which helps you to cleanse the thought, which helps you to calm your mind. That's very important for you right now, okay? Because look what that is doing to your masculine as well. Both of you are connected, but of course I feel like in energy you are sending a lot of truth to your masculine as well, but I feel like somewhere you might be getting caught up in the whole act of it. It's a very interesting energy coming across. Again, you see the polarity over here. There is the emotion, there's the feeling nature, and then there's the thinking nature. Beautifully aligning. So I feel like both of you are finding your own original template, dear one. Please take as it resonates. This might also be watched by masculine, whatever polarity you hold, masculine or feminine. You are understanding your original template and you are moving towards it, or rather you are being guided towards your own original template. And then I have the Six of Swords. I look at this card and I'm getting that song, Taylor's Oldest Time, from Beauty and the Beast, the movie by Disney. So no matter how far you are from each other, it's like you keep circling back, round and round, back to each other. It's like the same with your masculine. They keep finding their way back to you, and they love it actually. Right now I feel like this person is not resisting this journey, rather than moving along with it. And that is just telling me that you are also learning how to be more in your flow state, more in your surrender. You're trying to look forwards. You are more future oriented, not looking too much into the past. If you are looking into the past, it is to deal with some unresolved issues, unresolved trauma, right? It's like for inner work. So I feel like it's a very meaningful energy that exists between you and your person, and both of you are moving to a better situation. Your connection is evolving, it's growing, it's moving towards the future, towards where you both are intended to be. There might be some hiccups, there might be some goof ups on the way, but it's okay, you are allowed that. Even they are allowed that. There was one more thing that was coming across, I just slipped my mind. Okay. So what else? What else do you need to know about your connection? I have the Justice card coming forward. So this is also about truth, balance, again. Truth, Ace of Swords, truths, blatant truths. It's like undeniable. It cannot be denied any longer. So this also might be the energy of your masculine, who cannot deny this connection any longer. It's like, it's insane. I'd be crazy to deny this. What I know, what I feel about you, right? Like, I know already. I know, I'm just waiting, I'm just biding my time, waiting for the right opportunity to come in and take the charge, take lead. Pain in the neck region especially. Right, Alicia. So with the Justice card coming out at the bottom of the deck, it is very interesting because this is again energy of Libra. If you remember, I mentioned Libra coming across. So you might be having very strong Libra placements. Either you have a stellium, or your person might have multiple planets in their sign, or you might be a Libra sign. Your person might be a Libra, something to do with Libra or Venus, coming out very strongly. And this card basically puts a stamp on this, because Justice card is connected to the zodiac of Libra, balancing the scales, bringing truth to light. And there is some sort of this is also reminding me of Sonam Wangchuk. So this is also bringing in the energy of revolting against something, standing up against something, standing up against norm, against structures that were built on shaky grounds, structures or the societal hierarchies that were developed without any truth to them. I feel like that's coming down, that's being challenged at this point of time. So right now, dear one, what I'm feeling is that love plays an essential role. You feel like it's just a romantic relationship. Oh, it's all mills and boons. It's like all flowers and rainbows and cupcakes and sunshine. Well, it is not. Why? Because this entire foundation, this entire universe, entire cosmic order is aligned with love and light, is created through the union of masculine and feminine. right? So where there is no truth, where there is no love, that cannot stay now. That has to crumble, that has to face challenge, that has to face revolution. All right, and this is the twin flame collective itself, right? I'm talking about this entire collective that has a huge role to play, that has a huge part to play. So through awakening to this beautiful divine masculine, to this beautiful love that you hold for him, you also experience pain, and it is this pain that awakens you to God's truth, to what should be. You're here to challenge structure, old paradigms, old norms, old gender stereotypes, family roles. You're here to challenge every single thing, right? So it's like creating a new world, and that is what twin flames are here to do. They are here to create an anchor, heaven on earth. And how does that happen? That happens only through Venus, through the blessings of Venus, through the blessings of love. It is that strong a love. So it is not just a romantic love story. If you think that you are becoming enamored by a single individual and like becoming weak in the knees, so that's an aspect of it. But this beautiful journey has such a high purpose that it literally blows your mind, and you are going to see the changes in the coming future. You are going to see changes in governments, you are going to see changes in relations of countries, how people come together to solve problems. You're going to see many changes just as a result of you awakening yourself, of you rising to your true potential, of you facing your truth, not running away from it, facing your truth. That's going to help you to embody this beautiful King of Cups energy. It doesn't matter, masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. King of Cups externally is the energy of brain-heart coherence, knowing when to allow your heart to lead and when to allow your brain to lead. It's a beautiful balance of heart and mind. The King of Cups is a master at that. Beautiful. So with this Justice card, I feel like there is also some balance coming into this connection as you follow your truth, as you allow all of these cards, all of these why am I saying cards? All of these probably cards. There are too many cards around you probably. So once you allow these thoughts to clear out, you are going to come to this sense of clarity, sense of inner balance, inner peace, inner harmony, because that is what Libra stands for. Also the number 11 coming in, some significance of the number 11. You might be seeing 11 or 1111 a lot. So if you are seeing 1111 multiple times in the past 1 week, this is also a message for you, dear one. It's telling me that there is a lot of fairness, there is a lot of responsibility, balance, karmic justice coming to this connection. What else do you need to know, dear one? What else is being revealed? Presence, there it is, the universe. Presence, be as you are, only the self is real. Only the self is real. Only God is real. And the number 5. So I feel like there might be a lot of challenges that you are facing right now, specifically when it comes to God and your person. You feel like you have to choose one, dear one. You feel like either you have to choose God or you have to choose your person, because the both cannot be, like both cannot coincide. So this is basically challenging the very purity of love, the purity of essence, purity of this connection is being challenged right now for you. You are coming to a greater clarity with regards to this. Be as you are. That's the truth. That's the blatant truth. That's your answer right there to any of the challenges that you're facing, any of the hardships, any aggression that you are facing coming across from someone else, any competition that you're facing. Be yourself. Speak what you think. Speak what you think. That's also the message of the Ace of Swords. And be who you are. Rooted, grounded in presence. Be who you are. That itself is your answer. That itself is going to help you to clear out your situation. Alright. What else is coming across for you? What is being revealed through this new moon cycle? I have the Raven spirit also coming across. So you might be seeing a lot of signs related to triple goddess. The triple goddess moon might be showing up a lot around you. So this is a very beautiful symbolism connected to the female archetype. The divine feminine is the triple moon goddess, right? Mother, maiden, crone. So I feel like you have a lot of assistance from your female ancestors right now at this point of time. Wise women coming across. A change is coming. There is some sort of change for sure. There is some sort of a shift which is brewing up, which is happening, right? Because once you shift, everything else shifts. You are the main variable in this equation, right? So if you bring that shift inwardly, externally also, everything shifts, everything changes. And I feel like you are also realizing that somehow. With a wise woman, I feel like you are becoming wiser when it comes to understanding and executing love as well, right? You are understanding how you have been overly demanding, overly victimizing yourself, right? How you have been self-abandoning perhaps, how you have been playing yourself weak. You're not weak. You're not weak, dear feminine. You're here to remember that. You simply forgot who you were and you're remembering now. You're learning how to trust your own intuitive capacity, your own intuitive power. And how to do that? Like many of the feminines asking me, like, how do I trust my intuition? I know that I need to be following my intuition. But how do I do that practically? Right? So make small decisions, take small steps, small actions. Right? Ask yourself. Don't ask your intuition, because intuition is not placed somewhere, inside of you. It's everywhere. It's each of your cell in your body, in your tissues. It knows the answer already. You already know the answer, right? So check with your body, dear feminine. Ask your body. Close your eyes, calm your thoughts, ask the question, should I make this trip? And as your mind is calm, you will notice there will be either a blossoming that happens in your body when you feel expansive, you feel happy, you feel positive, you feel bright, you feel clear. That's a yes. And if you feel closed up, if you feel a little bit of fear coming in, you feel something like a rock in your gut, if you feel like stepping back a little bit, that's a no. So that's your body speaking to you very clearly. Make simple choices. Use your intuition to make simple decisions. Which deck should I use today for today's reading? What color should I wear today? Which vehicle should I take to work? Right? Small things, small steps. When you start listening to your intuition more and more closely, it's going to get louder. Because intuition, it just whispers. It is just a faint voice that comes, and if you miss it, it goes. Then the mind comes up again with all of the excessive thinking, excessive planning, excessive calculation. Oh God, what if I make a misstep? What if I fuck up? What if I make things wrong? What if I make a mistake? Yes? So the voice of intuition is very mild, extremely faint, small whisper of a voice is there. अगर आपने उसकी सुन ली, और बहुत ही बेतुकी आवाज़ होगी, ये भी मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि ये इंट्यूशन की आप सुनोगे ना, तो पहले तो आप 2 बार सोचोगे कि ये क्या बोला जा रहा है, मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है, अंदर से आपको एक नज दिया जाता है, पुश दिया जाता है, गो अहेड, टॉक टू द स्ट्रेंजर, pick up their bag, hand it over to them. You might be carrying some dhania leaves with you. You might be being called to, give that dhania to some old man who is standing across the street, and you're like, oh God, this looks like such a well-to-do person. Why am I handing over dhania to this person? It might so happen that they might actually need that in that moment. And it is completely illogical, won't make any sense. But you're not here to live this journey, to walk this path with sense. You're here to walk this path with energy, with clarity, with intuition, with your guidance with you. This is your GPS system. This is your inner GPS system that you're meant to follow, and it is completely illogical. Right? And there is a huge fear that comes up just before acting upon intuition. Most of the feminines I have seen time and again, they will question it, doubt their intuition. No, but the world is not like that. There are so many people, they wear masks, and people only want money, and they won't understand me, and all of these questions start coming up. But once you start following it, it grows stronger and stronger, and your faith in your own intuition rises. That is when you are completely in tune with your body. There might be many a times, dear feminine, wherein you got that intuitive nudge, you got that input, and you did not act upon it. You went with your practical mind, with your logical head, and you ended up in a complete soup. And what happened after that? Oh God, I should have listened to my inner call. I felt that. Why didn't I listen to it? Right? So today you can say this affirmation to yourself. I am willing to listen to my intuition closely. It is safe for me to listen to my intuition. My intuition guides me all the time. How to distinguish between intuition and intrusive thoughts and fear? So like I mentioned, fear is quite loud. Fear is very loud in your head. Alright? That's how fear is. Fear is like these clouds. What if, oh no, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Right? It messes up with your clarity. It messes up with your ability to judge and discern. Intuition, the voice of intuition is extremely soft, extremely faint. It's like a whisper. एक बार मतलब आएगा कि मत जाओ. बहुत important meeting है, बहुत important exam है आपका. Right? It's like make or break of your career. बहुत important meeting है, एक बहुत ही important individual से आप मिलने जा रहे हैं, अंदर से आवाज़ आती है मत जाओ, आज मत जाओ. You're like what the heck? ये भी कोई बात हुई? I have to go there, I have to earn, I have to do this, I have to do that, blah blah blah. You go, right? And it turns out that it doesn't turn in your favor. Right? Fear is extremely loud. It will dominate. Fear dominates. Your thoughts dominate. Intrusive thoughts will always try to overpower your ability to feel. I know that is also a very big challenge that the feminine needs to face, and I feel like that is happening right now with the Cancer and the Venus energies right now playing out. I feel that in the past you have allowed your practical nature to overshadow your ability to feel. Do not think. Dear feminine, it is not your job to think. It is your job to feel, to be with your feeling nature, to be with your body essence, to be with your body consciousness, your body intelligence, your somatic intelligence. Your each and every cell in your body is highly intelligent. It knows already. It knows the answer. You don't know the answer. Your body knows. Why? Because it's the memory that you have been carrying from your ancestors. Please remember, your body does not belong to you. It's something that you need to give back when it is time to go from here. Right? It goes back to Mother Earth. It goes back to Mother Nature. So your body is highly intelligent. You might F up, your body won't. And your body already knows, by the way. Things that are to happen, you get to know beforehand. If you are in tune with your inner instinct, that's what we call it, right? Inner instinct. जैसे हमारी दादी माँ नानी माँ जो होती थी पहले के टाइम में, वो omens में मानती थी, right? ये शुभ है, ये अशुभ है. What is that? That is you being aligned with the oracle inside. अरे ये सब अंधविश्वास में हम नहीं मानते, blah blah. you know how it goes, right? But we are coming back to that because it's an intelligence which is phenomenal and it is highly accurate. Once you know when to act on time, it's highly accurate. So with the raven, I feel that, dear feminine, you might be seeing the triple moon goddess symbolism a lot. You might be seeing ravens around as well. It might be scaring you, but there's nothing to be scared about. Right? I feel like that's the presence and the blessings and the protection of your ancestors right now that is helping you to move through this current situation. Even through these blatant truths, even through these truth bombs, I feel like you are being protected right now, highly protected. The pilgrim, you are ready to take this journey, dear one. You are ready to take this journey. Some of you really question if you truly are on the spiritual path or not, right? You find yourself to be desiring things, material objects, material positions. You find yourself to be desiring romantic relationships. You find yourself to be desiring status, power, recognition, right? So it is not wrong to desire. Please understand. Desire is not bad in itself. So on this path of Tantra, nothing is discarded, nothing is rejected, right? We make use of it. We use it as fuel. So anything that is pulling you back, you use it to gain momentum. And how do we do that? By understanding that desire itself is not bad, it itself is not wrong, but rather attachment to those desires is bad. That is when we drop our own energetic frequency, when we are grabbing onto a particular outcome, right? Because now when I desire it, I have to have it. If I don't have it, it's a bummer. Isn't it? So desire itself is not wrong, dear one, and you already are on your way. I feel like with this mountain, you have surpassed many challenges, dear one, and you have surpassed them with difficulty, yes, but there has been a lot of ease as well around you. I feel like it's natural for you. This path is quite natural for you. I feel like every time you feel like moving away from this journey, you are initiated again on a different level, right? So I feel like you have tried to leave this path time and again, but it's the path that keeps pulling you back. It's the journey, it's the spiritual alignment that keeps pulling you back to it. And I feel like right now you're trying to understand the whys and hows of it. This might also be one of the blatant truths that are being revealed to you, that you are on this journey, you are very much here. The stag spirit, whenever the stag comes in, it brings the promise of union. It brings forward the promise of 3D union, physical union with your divine counterpart, right? Because stag is the Shiv Tattva. This is not commonly known, but in many texts and in many imagery, the symbolism of the stag, the wild stag, is associated with Shiv. Yeah, so I feel like you are coming to terms with this hard fact or hard reality that you are already way into this journey. It's like you can't go back now. Like, come on. You can't go back now. You didn't come so far just to turn around and go back. I also have the nectar. How beautiful is that? And just yesterday I was researching about bees. It is the love that is the nectar. It is the love that is the nectar that brings the sweetness to your life, to this journey. Otherwise it's all bland. Otherwise it's all like, okay, why am I even here? There is a sense of purposelessness. There is a sense of hopelessness. There is a sense of disconnect from yourself, from God, whenever you stray away from your divine masculine. I'm also hearing the words, when will you learn? Like, it's been so long. When will you learn? When will you learn, my dear? There's so much more. There is distance right now in this connection. There is apathy. There might be like this false act of ignoring each other, appearing distant, even closeness. Some of you might be in the same workplace as your divine masculine, I'm getting, or you have the same commute. You guys meet each other, but sort of like you are like strangers. But look, under the surface, it's like a very beautiful, warm connection in spirit. Both of you are already one. Like, I can't tell if who is who here. It's very difficult to tell who is who, right? So it's like a very warm and a beautiful closeness that you feel with this person, but they won't allow themselves right now to express that right now in the 3D. Yeah. And this connection itself brings the nectar, brings the sweetness. Look at the colors in both these cards. Before that, look at the buffet. It's all yellows and blacks and blues, morbid colors. But as soon as these two cards come, look how much color, look how much sweetness, look how much vitality, so much of warmth and closeness in these two cards. And therein you will find your acceptance of yourself, because once you accept yourself, you can accept your divine masculine. Once you accept your divine masculine, you accept yourself, you accept God, you accept this journey that you are on, that you are already on. And there is a lot of protection. I feel like there is a constant memory, I feel, of this person. This person is being reminded of you time and again now. This is all coming from the masculine side. You are this pure presence, this innocence in their life, like untouched by the world, by the harshness, by the ugliness of the world. This person sees you as divine. Like, how is it possible for you to even exist? How is it possible for you to find this beauty in this ugly world, in this Kali Yuga? I never knew this kind of person existed even. Like, how? What do you eat? Which chakki ka aata you eat? Some of the masculines have a very corny sense of humor, I guess. Yeah, but it's amazing. It's amazing how this masculine sees you, and he's showing up as the King of Cups in your reading, dear feminine. It's like they are very much in tune with their own emotional world. They might be braving their storms alone, but then too they recognize that their sun is with them, and that it won't be dark forever. This storm won't last forever. This separation won't last forever. This person knows for a fact. This person also might be a highly intuitive person, alright? This masculine is highly intuitive. They may be gifted with certain siddhis from their past Janmas. They might have brought forward certain gifts. Ketu helps us unpack these spiritual gifts as well. So I feel like this person is someone who is highly intuitive. They might have friends on the other side. This might be family members. These might be ancestors, guides. I feel like they have some help on the other side that is leading them to you. I'm also seeing this as a whale, like one whale meeting the other whale. Again, whale spirit is larger than life. Whenever whale spirit comes in, it reminds you of life's grand mysteries, right? Not everything can be known right here, right now. Some things are unknown, and let it be that way. Also, I feel like this masculine also senses a change coming in for you guys, for this connection. This person wants to show up in a higher capacity for you as well. They want to take a stand for you, or probably they have already taken a stand for you, and today they might be reminding you that in their own way, like whatever I did, it was for you. I'm getting that dialogue from Pride and Prejudice when Mr. Darcy says, surely you must know it was all for you. Everything that I did it for you. So maybe it was not an outright proclamation of the love that they hold for you, the respect that they hold for you, but I feel like they made it obvious. This person has made it quite obvious about the love, about the acceptance, about the respect that they feel for you. Although you might have experienced shame and disrespect in this connection multiple times, but it was not disrespect coming directly from this person. That's what I'm getting. Okay, they simply did not respond. They simply did not respond, and that's the difference. That's the restraint that tells me that, you know, this person has a higher capacity of being this wise presence in your life, knowing when to hold back the words. It's an admirable quality. And of course, I'm not saying that, you know, what they did was completely fair by you, but this person was helping you to unravel your own patterns from the past, love connections from the past. Remember, I started the reading with that. So the connections that you have had in your past, the close love bonds, there was some trauma bonding there. There was some issue that you were not willing to face about yourself, and this person simply came in and revealed that. This person simply brought that pain up to surface so that you could reveal it and come to your own true spiritual power. Okay, let me get a few affirmation cards. I feel like they might help you right now. And whatever last few messages that wish to come across, what is being revealed? There's great success coming in for you, for this connection, for this journey as well. I grow and thrive in the universe. There it is, the word universe. I mentioned that I have been seeing the word universe. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. Wonderful. This is a beautiful solar plexus activation happening. Yeah, and on the table I have this beautiful yellow calcite as well. I shared a lot of stories on my other page. If you wish to work with crystals, do let me know, give me a shout out. I would love to help you in bringing forward crystal medicine, crystal energy. Crystals are amazing when it comes to you know, embodying certain frequencies. So I have the card of success, and the second card coming out for you, dear one, is Inner Beauty, Venus. There it is. Look at this beautiful. Again, I see something like a sword over here as well. Inner Beauty. I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. Beauty and goodness are in the image of God. That is why just be as you are. Only the self is real, only God is real. Right? So how beautiful. This is like a beautiful tying up of the reading that is coming up. There are certain blatant truths that are being revealed, that can no longer stay hidden, that can no longer stay ignored. And I feel like initially they might seem scary for you, right? But it is bringing forward to you your next level up, your next upgrade to higher levels of consciousness. And I feel like this is a beautiful journey that you are on, dear one. I really hope that you resonated with the messages. If you would like to have a personal reading, I would be more than happy to deliver that for you. You can reach out to me in the details given below. I love you so much. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys around.